Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Surah Nur as compared to Surah Ahzab with regards to the obligation of hijab. Surah Nur actually talks about the first surah itself actually talks about that the first verse of Surah Nur actually talks about that in this surah we have made things obligatory. So this is a very general command. But in Surah Ahzab the surah starts that O Prophet, do not obey the hypocrites and the unbelievers. So this itself proves that the topic of Surah Nur and the topic of Surah Ahzab is completely different. In Surah Nur there are certain things which are made obligatory upon the believers, which is for them to follow till Yawmul Qiyamah, till Judgment Day, and Surah Ahzab, as we move on, we will see that though there are certain things which are general, but most of the topic in Surah Ahzab is specific to Prophet, peace be upon him, her wives, her daughters, and the believing women at that time. So this is the difference between Surah Ahzab and Surah Nur with regards to the so-called hijab words. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Many people say that why do I say that hijab is only for the wives of the Prophet and not for the common women, although the wives of the Prophet are the role models for the common women, because the Quran explicitly says that the wives of the prophets are not like other women and they need to stay back in the house. And Quran explicitly say that any wife of the Prophet, if she does something wrong, she will get double punishment, and if she does something right, they will get double reward. And they were even given the option in the Prophet, peace be upon him, to acquire the life of this world. And they are called the mothers of the believers, and they are not allowed to marry anyone after Prophet, peace be upon him. And all the mu'minins were ordered to talk to them behind hijab. Here the word hijab is used to differentiate between the common women and the wives of the Prophet. And that's what the Quran says actually, not me. Assalamu alaikum. Many people ignore the context of Surah Ahzab, ayat number 59, and they say this is the verse which obligates the common Muslim women to wear hijab. Although the word hijab is never used over here, the word jilbab is used over here, but they still insist that jilbab is synonymous to the word hijab. So if you look at the context, you will see that the Prophet's wife and the other believing women and the daughters of the Prophet, peace be upon him, was being molested and there was a scandal going on. So as a prevention, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that when you go out, you should wear an outer garment so that you may be recognized. Recognized from whom? Recognized from the slave women, because these hypocrites were usually attacking the wives of the Prophet and saying that we thought that they were our slave women. So that's the reason, for identification purpose, they were told to wear an outer garment, and the hypocrites were threatened that if they continue to do this, they will be killed in the city in front of everyone, massacred. So this is the context of this debate. There is no obligation to wear